Hello everybody, welcome to the Seercast, and today, in the third podcast of the day, this will be the third one that we have released in 4 days, I think, and this is the third one we've recorded today. We're going to be talking about the April BTS post, and I guess video. And with me today, we have Runic.
Hello, I have no other tagline to introduce myself with.
Thorlah.
Hello.
Kitten.
Hello.
Orange.
No more snow, please.
All Canada.
You gotta blame Wen for that.
And, yeah.
Please.
When will the snow end? Sorry.
When it chooses
to. We have Walter in the chat, don't we?
And yes, we have Walter in the chat. Sorry, I blame Orange.
It's my fault, I said the Wen pun.
Well, I started with the when pun, and it was because Orange.
Yeah, it's because of me.
But anyways.
I accept full responsibility.
This is Orange's fault.
Yes, it is.
Okay, anyways. So the April BTS it's nice, it's not very big, which means that this should be relatively short. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the way some of the things like, you should follow us on Twitter, at Seercast, subscribe to the channel, and check out our posts on Reddit and upvote them when you see them, because more support is always welcomed. We appreciate all of the new views that we've been getting recently, especially from Reddit, and we hope that you enjoy everything. If you have any suggestions for us, the best way to get a hold of us is probably via Twitter. You can also find one of us generally in the Scrying Pools clan chat, or in various locations in game, often in places of lore spam, like World Gate standing for the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into the BTS, and it starts off with the Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza. And, yeah, so it exists. This is the world event thing that's not actually a world event, that is now the spring event. And it's between Marimbo and Braska, and I don't care about either one, and, yeah.
Well, it is nice that we're finally getting more Marimbo stuff, considering, Monkey Madness came out in 2000. Whatever.
I'm going to be creepy here and point out that Marimbo is a female and is not wearing a bra.
You what?
Silence.
You what?
All you get.
They don't put those things on gorillas at the zoo, though. To be fair.
Yeah,
anyways, we're done. Moving right along.
Yeah, let's avoid this.
I just took all the fun out of that.
It really implies that there's a lot of fun in this to begin with.
Come on. Yeah,
this is
went from
gigantic,
weird to awkward.
This is a gigantic meh update for all of us. Mostly,
I know. There are no monkeys throwing poo, so...
I
Runic,
just want to
please.
find out what the heck's going on with April. That's all I want to know. Is she happy? Is she like, whoa, guys, don't go killing people. Just throw a party instead.
Yeah.
Maybe just kill them and throw a party for them after they die.
I want to see what happens if she says anything about the king. I tend to pronounce his name with monkey sounds because that's the only way I can think of what they'd say.
I honestly just wonder if Marimbo's going to be completely drunk.
Oh no.
Listening to Mon Michelle voice a drunk Marimbo, possibly the funniest thing ever.
That would be
amazing. Sounds like something Crow would suggest. And then Raven would be like, come on, you need to. And everybody would just start ribbing her for it.
But yeah, so...
Or Michelle Dagface.
Oh no, we're not using that.
Yes,
you are.
You really want me to use it, but I always say no.
Oh.
430 Carapack. Anyways. But yeah, so there's a couple useful rewards. The seed aside is actually something I've wanted for a while. That's yay. Because it means that when I get a seed drop in Slayer, I don't have to always check it to see that it's a Terramin seed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's also the Slayer VIP ticket, which I think is a bad idea, but I've gone into that in the past.
That'll be an actual good reward, and
Until
knowing
it's gonna get
Jagex, they'll
nerfed.
probably just nerf it.
Well, I mean, it's a question of how many you get.
Somebody's
How
gonna
many of those
abuse it.
VIP tickets
I
you
know that
get.
much.
Or it'll just glitch and you get a Ganos task even if you're not 95 Slayer every single time.
I want
Like it'll
another
give you the option. Choose between Ganos or Ganos. You know it's
Sound
just
very, you sound so optimistic about this working.
But, yeah. And then there's also the patch bomb, which apparently makes harvesting and clearing from a farm patch, a breeze.
This
Okay.
begs the question, do people use farm patches?
Well, I think the
I
idea is that they're trying to get people to use them.
This is the stupidest reward ever, I've ever heard.
I don't know. If they're trying to get people to use farm patches, then this is a great reward. And it may make it worthwhile to get farm patches, because if you have a snake grass thing, and you can instantly harvest it for 20 snake grass, then a lot of the problem with those farm patches is that it takes time.
forever.
And
Yeah.
Juju farming pots don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yes.
Honestly, it's a meh reward.
Yeah, the entire event is meh.
The Slayer VIP ticket will be cool until they nerf it, but yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
That's,
Well,
Hooray
I
for
think,
positivity.
yes,
I think-
yay!
yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting. I don't know. It's not your classic what you'd think it would be as an event, but
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah,
What
maybe.
annoys me most about this is that the reason that people voted for this one, I think at least, is because they assumed world event, lots of free XP.
Yeah.
And yeah, this has no free XP from what I'm seeing.
Well, I mean, it's...
Do we
you
need free
get-
XP?
Oh, you will earn renown that can be spent on cosmetic capes or bonus XP in Slayer farming and mining. So it's not lamps.
Well, it's just getting you to train the skill.
It's,
Yeah.
But then again, the lamps
Which is
in
what
the
you should do.
previous world event especially were really overpowered.
Yeah. And the construction
Like, it
XP
became-
itself.
Honestly, it became almost as overpowered as warbands.
Well, Warbands is just stupid.
Warbands is awesome. It's overpowered, but it's stupid and overpowered, but it's awesome. I went
Love
from
agreeing
70,
with each other.
I went from 70 to maxed smithing purely through warbands. I cannot say bad about it.
Oh, that works.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Alright,
It
hold
gets
on.
silent, yes.
Okay, sorry, typing. But yeah, so, that's that. The next update on the docket is the Shadow over Ashdale quest, which is a novice level quest that is created by the Funnel team, right?
Yeah.
This is
By
Stu.
the-
This is by Mod Stu.
This is
It's
Stu
doing
and
for a while.
Goya. Mod Goya.
Shout out to Stu and to Goya,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
big shout out to Stu because you're awesome.
Yeah,
And
man.
we
he's
want
trying to
another
fix-
14-hour podcast, a 14-hour live stream.
And he's trying to fix the whole Ashdale mess. So.
Yeah.
Here's a high five
Yeah.
for you, Mods, too.
Yeah.
And high five.
Yes, there's
Exactly.
high fives all around from us. But anyways, there are no entry requirements, but the NPCs are scaled to your level, so it's similar to MPD and Death of Chivalry. Hopefully, maybe the combat will be a little bit better balanced, because it was silly easy in both of those.
Yeah, in both of those, it was honestly their HP was just high.
Yeah.
Well, higher.
Yeah, they never really did any real damage unless you made yourself get hit by one of the specials or something.
They had specials?
Well,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. But yeah, was it with, when you fought Dawn, she has one where she grabs you. I have no idea what actual damage it does to you if you get hit by it, but aside from that, I don't think there's any actual damage.
Yeah.
I think the Dawn one just does like a rapid damage if you stand on one spot.
Oh. Yeah, so basically...
It's stupid. I actually died on the Dawn fight because I AFK'd it.
Oh, well,
what?
Yeah,
I just turned on momentum for that part. And I died. Don't even ask.
That takes skill. Like, that is something I would find a way to do.
Yeah.
But even I was fine. But, okay. But yeah, there are no entry requirements, NPCs scale to your level, and it's apparently going to be light on dialogue. They want the environment and the set pieces to do the talking. So...
I'll say that's really interesting.
Yeah, I want to see what they do with this.
If they can pull that off, it will be a pretty interesting quest.
Walter says, basically avoiding more lore fails. I really do hope they fix the original lore fail in this, and I think they do. We obviously know that Stu knows about said fail.
Stu's apparently still pushing for the 6-page mentions to be removed.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that.
Although, apparently the quest does not require the tutorial to be done.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to work, but for all we know, it won't require the tutorial, but you'll actually have to do the tutorial to play it.
Probably. Which is fun. I mean, why else would you go there if you're not doing the tutorials or anything?
I imagine that's probably for, like, existing players, so they don't have to go through, like, a tutorial to do it. But, of course, like, all new players would have already gone through the tutorial.
if I'm correct, existing players can't access Ashdale without playing through that tutorial.
I think they might be, like, if they eventually get rid of the tutorial, then they don't have this quest tied to the tutorial or something. I don't know. I haven't done the tutorial. I need to, because...
Yes, you do.
Everybody's like, Ashdale looks amazing, ignore the lore fail, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It looks okay-ish. It looks like it's a totally different style compared to the
that's what I've heard.
It really is pretty cool, because it's just... Nothing really looks like how you'd expect it, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah.
That even seems too vague, but yeah, undead cows look better. That helps.
The whole place is it's an interesting style.
Like, it looked like a whole different game for me when I went through.
Good interesting though. Not scary. Scary interesting is
scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
Anyways, so that's that. That quest should be interesting. Because mods do. But in before Gal Hunt. I just every time there's a Stu update, I have to in before a Gal Hunt. And it would be great.
We all kind of know, or at this point we're just like, okay, well, something's gonna happen, we're gonna have to expect it, you know.
Yeah.
Prepare
and it's going to be great.
Hunting. Yeah.
And it's gonna last for another 5 months on the forums before somebody finally figures it out.
Yeah.
Although the last one was oddly specific, but yes.
No one figured that one out.
Well,
How?
They
did tell everybody.
Just eventually.
Yeah. Somehow magic happened and we figured out what was going on.
Yeah. I didn't even know a rune date existed, so I would never ever have figured that out.
I didn't even think that would be important. That was the whole thing, like, oh, I know that's a thing, but I thought it was just keeping track of stuff.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, not that it could be used as a function. Oh.
Alright, well anyways, I think that covers what we wanted to mention about Shadow over Ashdale, which has the abbreviation of SOA, so Staff of Armadillo. Clearly, Elder Artifacts confirmed.
Yes.
Anyways, so the next update, and the other major update in the month is Elder Divination, and this is definitely the one that I am most interested in. First of all, it takes place on Frenesque, so we immediately have another use for Frenesque. It's pretty clear that they release, and then they immediately incorporate it into the major gameplay, and they're doing it by using the divination colony in the Elder Halls, or creating a divination colony in the Elder Halls. For those who have completed Fate of the Gods, it'll be an alternative training method for players between 75 and 85. The energy will be Elder energy, and it creates a few new divine things, I guess I could say. One's divine location, that is the divine simulacrum, which will allow you to gather divination energy from various tiers at once, as well as the occasional portent and sign. So it's basically a fishing bubble or an herb patch or whatever you want to call it for divination itself, which is kind of like divination section.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is definitely divinationception.
They're pretty cool though.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Maybe we can build mini Zeroses.
That'd be
God.
scary.
In before Zero's pet.
Oh.
Monana.
Zeros bobblehead.
Monana.
Get on it.
Anyways, there's also a new transmute, which is definitely the thing I'm most interested in, even though I have 99 summoning. And that's that you can transmute a charm, which allows you to convert your gold charms into green, green into crimson, and crimson into blue. So
this is perfection. This is perfect.
It is.
Yeah.
It is rather great. Finally, all the gold charm and green charm spam really have a point, especially gold. No, especially green, because gold is cheap.
Gold is cheap. Greens have always just been...
Green is obscenely expensive and doesn't get you much XP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that was always the issue.
Yeah, the green charms into crimson is going to be a big deal. And we'll see if they add different levels of transmuting, like to go from gold to green costs more than from green to crimson or something, or the other way around or something like that.
Yeah, that's just very nice, just to get rid of lower level charms too.
Yeah.
Just, it turns into bank clutter for a while.
Yeah, I just set my Charming Imp to destroy gold charms.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna bog these up.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, and then
Typing
there's... Huh?
Typing is happening.
Yeah, I'm typing.
I'm typing.
Oh. Okay, then there's multiple people typing. But yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's also the new Impling, the Divine Impling, which will give you energy, signs, and completed summoning pouches.
Cool.
This is useless.
I'm confused about this one. But, okay.
Cool. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
It really,
Why do we need completed summoning pouches?
Yeah, that's what I'm really like, huh?
Yeah.
About. Unless they're
maybe
talking
if it
about
gives-
the Muspa.
Maybe if it gives you like 5 Larupia pouches or something, that's decent. That's like a 70k loot.
Well, it would be until this happens.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it is
before
just a little
price
bit.
of torts plummets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused about the complete summoning pouches. Like, I get summoning ingredients or something like that. I'm wondering if it is only the Muspa summoning pouches. Because it sounds like it's all divination focused as energy and signs. And we know that, which I'm going to mention in just a second, they're also adding in the Muspa Beast of Burden, which is what we voted on erroneously before.
Yeah, when everyone just read, oh, it's bigger than a yak, and jumped on it.
And voted for it, because they're idiots. Anyways. Yeah. But, yeah. So this, also, the Elder Energy will add things you can make across levels 75 to 99. So that's yay for me. And for people who have 99, you get more stuff.
Yeah.
I will be spending some time down there. Also because, yay, Freniske. As I mentioned before...
Freniske.
Yes. As I mentioned before, they're adding the Most Pod Beast of Burden. It also has an energy forging scroll ability. Which I don't even know what to think of that.
I'm not sure how that would work. Unless you activate the scroll and suddenly it just spawns extra energy for like a certain amount of time or something, I don't know.
Maybe I could see it doing two things. One is that. Actually, three things. One is that. One is, instead of collecting memories, you collect energy. But that feels like a juju kind of... that would be like a juju divination potion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be it changes the energy you have in your inventory, or the memories in your inventory, into energy without having to rift, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Confusing.
Yeah, I don't know what it would possibly do. It's definitely...
the energy foraging scroll?
Energy forging.
Yeah.
Foraging? I thought it was foraging. Oh, foraging.
Walter, did you typo?
No, he didn't. I'm misreading.
Okay. He says never. He never typos.
Never.
Yeah, he does typo. I will find a typo.
Oh.
Oh?
Yeah, it is foraging.
Oh, it is foraging?
Yeah,
God damn it, Walter.
Yeah, then that sounds...
Told you, I found it.
God,
it makes as little
God
sense as we
damn
thought it did.
God damn it, Walter.
Alright, well, Walter, it is a div smithing update. I'd be okay with this, actually.
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be...
And
yeah,
before, that's what they do with the smithing rework.
Just add divination and all our problems are solved.
Instead of using coal, you use divination energy.
Exactly.
Of various levels. Actually, that would be kind of cool to infuse. Like, that would be a really cool way of like that kind of leveling up your weapon, is by infusing it with divination energy.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'd expect it to be.
That sounds like invention.
That does sound like invention.
Yeah.
That's essentially what invention will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Except we'll just have a machine to do it for us, so we don't have to blow our own hands or heads off.
Well, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
We'll actually have to see that.
Yeah, that's so far off right now. I really wish divination or invention was coming sooner, but oh well, Priff will be good.
City. Elf fucking city.
Priff will be fine, I guess. I guess I can have more lore.
Yeah, we'll deal with the lore, gosh.
Such a shame that we get more stuff that we want.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I have no idea. I have no idea why you would want Inventor over Elf City.
Because I don't know. Because I'm not a fan of the elves. Because freaking elves.
I'm not a fan of the elves, and I still wanted Elf City over Invention.
It's worth mentioning that one of the polls right now is what crystal instrument you want, and one of the options is the elf or is the light organ.
I would have loved that.
I want that so much because it reminds me of Anna music, and that is the shit.
I still never understood why Didgeridoo had more votes. It had as many votes as it did.
Because Didgeridoo is amazing.
I don't even know what a didgeridoo is.
I just made the sound effect.
Google it.
It's the Aboriginal Australian instrument.
Yeah.
Like that.
That sounds like what Andy's
For that,
doing.
I want the new instrument to win. We definitely need a rock guitar.
What?
We need like an electric guitar. Powered by div energy.
That's gonna shatter our eardrums.
Yeah, probably would.
That's
point.
what actually made Saren shatter.
Someone hit a wrong note and...
Yeah. Someone started messing with
And
sound.
accidentally Saren.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, and then there's the Halloween event where ladybugs are losing to void pests.
God damn it.
Yes.
come on, ladybugs. I actually think I voted for furniture because of the lulls.
Void Test might give us serious lore, whereas ladybugs, ladybugs.
I want them to see that we want more Void storyline. So even if that means it's got to go into the Halloween event, I want them to see that we want more.
Yeah, I totally want a Void quest where we get to marry the person who we saved in the...
Oh, that'd be so cool.
What?
Wait a second. Where's this going?
I don't know if I like where this is going. Yeah.
Runic has been taking us to very weird places ever since the start.
But that means they'll eventually get killed off. The future storyline.
Oh,
as blood runs deep.
Damn it.
Yeah, they'll die eventually.
See, I want my player character to be happy for once. They've been getting the short end of the stick and everything.
Yeah.
Makes a friend, they get killed. Saves a life, they get killed.
I think my character is pretty damn happy about saving Zeros.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me.
He's rather iffy about everything else but that right now. He is so lost.
I mean, then again, we did have to endure the quest about killing babies, so... Raven!
Yay!
I know. That was tough.
That was painful. It was a good quest, but it was painful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so which quest was what? What is a topic, Walter? What is a topic? How to topic?
Walter's wondering how off topic we are.
We're very off topic, and I don't care
always off topic.
because we're only 27 minutes in, and we're like done.
Yeah.
This is not acceptable.
Well, we did. There are three things left, plus that one thing from March. There's the Master Skill Capes, which
Yay.
Okay. None of us have the capability of getting 104 unless it's LOL DG.
Does nobody's here even close to any of that? Are they? I know Robo even isn't.
No.
The closest I am, I'm like 80 mil off 120 HP.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of people's firsts because you just kind of accidentally get that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'm 100k off of 99 HP, and I'm constantly worried about just accidentally getting 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are the 90 ranged and magic power gloves.
Yay!
Yay.
Except that maybe they're going to be as useless as the Razorback or whatever they are. But
at the very least,
we
could keepsake them, and they'll look cooler than the oven mitts.
Which oven mitts?
The
Razorback.
What?
The Razorbacks just look like oven mitts.
I've never owned a pair.
Yeah.
Seen them.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, and I've usually got overrides anyway. Oven mitts. That's great. Oh dear.
It was oven mitts or baseball gloves, and
Well, yeah, we'll have to see. Do we have any? Is there any concept art for those power gloves? For either of those gloves, or no?
Nope.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that Celestial Dragons, which is where the 90 mage power gloves are gonna have a unique drop, especially because they're going to be a Slayer task.
Yeah.
They already have a unique drop, which is a Dragon armor.
Oh, that's true. That hardly counts though, because it's like 1 in 10 billion. Oh wait, no, that's just Kitten's drop rate.
That's Kitten's drop rate.
Doesn't exist.
Her drop rate for KBD heads is like 1 in 10.
Yeah, one in maybe like 40-ish.
Honestly, the magic gloves should be a drop from the Muspa.
Yeah.
They're useless to kill. I mean, they are a decent magic XP an hour for those losers who have not completed Ritual of the Majorat, but yeah.
But the thing is, also, they're going to be getting their own set, their own special drops at a later date, because they're already working on adding them to be a Slayer task, and they're planning on doing Slayer unique drops to those.
Yeah,
so,
the more task unique drops we have, the better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And the less masks. Just remove all these frickin' masks from the game, and we're fine.
Yeah, all those Slayer masks are...
The masks obliterate the prices. Like, they make it, yeah. But we'll see. How much are the Abyssal Wand and Orb right now?
Let me check. The Abyssal Wand is about 8 mil, and Orb is 4 mil.
They would be probably triple that if the masks didn't exist.
Yep.
What?
Audio's dying.
Yeah, you just cut out badly.
Is it working now?
Yep.
Okay.
Say that again?
I was saying that, I don't know, they are level 75 weapons. They're not like the best things in the world.
Yeah, but the thing is, there would be so many fewer coming into the game than what there are now, because people will do their daily Abyssal Demon Slayer task just for that. Like, that is the only reason they do it. And if those masks didn't exist, you couldn't just get a Slayer task for Abyssal Demons. You would have to pay Slayer points, which requires slaying, and yeah. It requires using Slayer points to cancel, which requires a lot of slaying, and yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of the amount that are coming into the game, and maybe they would have to have adjusted the drop rate so that it drops significantly more, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do end up doing with the Slayer unique drops for Muspah, but I guess that would probably end up being in April? Or not April, May? Maybe?
Probably.
Do we know?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Well, we are getting that Zaros ability in May, according
That's
to
true.
Broly, so...
That's true. Okay, and there's
maybe
that.
it'll just... Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I do want to mention that the 90 ranged power gloves are an Order of Ascension dungeon. More goodies from the Order of Ascension dungeon. Do we have any idea whether that's just the major bosses, or if that's going to be a rare drop from everything, making it even more ridiculously profitable?
Ascension is actually less profitable nowadays. The keys have dropped significantly.
Oh, that's true.
Like, they're really cheap right now.
Well, time to go and spam... Oh wait, I don't have 95 Slayer. I'll hire somebody else who has 95 Slayer to go and spam for my offhand Ascension bow. Okay, so there's that. So I guess that might revitalize that kind of thing. And maybe it won't drop from a rarity. Maybe it only drops from the annoying ones to kill, like Gladii and Scuteri.
Yeah.
That'd be annoying. But hey, Thorlah and I went and killed a significant number of Scuteri, and actually, if you have somebody else there, and you can start like controlling the aggro, it's actually is quite easy they're quite easy and quite quick to kill, and they drop a lot of fragments.
But why would you kill them? I mean, in a team.
Huh?
Why would you kill them in a team? The key drops are just so cheap.
Well, they're not. We weren't actually killing them for the keys themselves. I was killing them for what was it? The fragment bolts.
It was to
fragmentation
make
bolts.
Yeah, the Death Lotus darts.
No, not the Death Lotus darts. It was
to make them later on. Wait, or did
no,
you?
it was.
Wait.
No, this one was...
I know you were spamming them for some reason. I hate myself for forgetting, but...
No, it's fine. This was for fragment bolts, which is the Ascension dungeon only thing. It's the use for the Ascension fragments. And
too many different types of weapons.
Yes, Scuteri drop fragments in mass. They drop a ton of them.
Yeah.
So, it's good for that.
Yeah, I think, wasn't that kind of the point of the Ascension dungeon, just to have... You're supposed to be there with someone, like with a buddy, to kill most of the monsters.
Yeah. It's significantly easier if you have somebody else there. I mean, near impossible to kill Skuterai without somebody else there because of their annoying shield.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's Order of Ascension. There's the quick loadout for your inventory, the bank update, which was supposed to come this last month but didn't end up happening. So maybe that's next week or something. Who knows? But yeah, the quick loadouts for your worn inventory and backpack should be interesting. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that's going to be another wait and see, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing to know is that was supposed to come last month, but delayed, and absolutely none of us noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows how much we were waiting with bated breath.
Mm.
Although the loadouts look interesting. Those weren't supposed to show up. That's kind of a new thing that they were like, oh hey, because it was delayed, we are adding these. And who knows? Maybe that's the reason it was delayed.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh wait, we should do this like we have in various other places.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd be okay with that. Like, that would make the kind of LOL DG stuff way, way more convenient. Because then I can just deposit everything and then load out everything right back afterwards. So,
yeah.
Hopefully it keeps my bank space holders though.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'd be really annoyed if it didn't. Like, really annoyed. But, whatever. So there's that. I do want to mention one more thing, and this is not actually in the thread, but the Dragonstone poll for this month, or for these next couple weeks, is the update to a various section of, what is it, the website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since the Adventures log is winning by a mile, I want to request that there's some way of tracking title counts, because I've been playing Vindictus for long enough that title counts are a thing, and now that there are a bunch of titles in RuneScape, why not have a title count be something that you can show off for completionist purposes?
The issue is that could you just add that to all the Solomon titles? And it's like, oh, I have this much money and can buy XXXX.
Well, there might be some way of distinguishing between the two, and especially regarding, and the thing about it is that most of the Solomon titles are loyalty point titles.
I think actually, yeah, most of them are.
Almost all, if not all, are. So, but then that's something, they might be like only in-game, only titles you can get in-game, like that would be something that they would need to think about. It couldn't be just straight titles, but it's something I'd like to see.
Yeah, but we have like so many titles now. Like, I'm just looking
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have so many titles that we're getting from all sorts of different places. Why not? Why not add a title count for being like, so you can show off what you've got. Like, that's all titles are for, is for showing off. But you can only equip one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, also...
Seasonal titles, please. I love those.
If there is a way to do this, and everything I'm about to say is pointless, but is there any possible way to make the Adventures log private anymore?
Yeah.
Aside from disabling everything.
Maybe?
Yeah, because I have no idea, because I just know that the whole looking for someone's Adventures log, you can just go in and look at anyone now, which it's been that way for a while, and that's partially why I've had mine entirely disabled aside from holiday events. So if anyone's wondering why it doesn't look like I play RuneScape, yes I do. I'm on this game every day, but I just don't advertise.
She doesn't want you to see her 12 KBV head drops.
Please don't private message me congratulating me on random stuff. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah.
But if there is no way to make it just you can't view anything, that'd be a lot nicer. Because that used to be a good function, and I've missed it when I no longer could find it. Bring that back if you're going to change the Adventures log, because I'd like to just have this player's Adventures log is private come back up when that happens.
Yeah, I've never really understood private adventurers logs to begin with, so it wouldn't really affect me, but
Yeah.
would be a nice option.
Yeah, those who want to hide in a corner can hide in their corner again.
Let me hide, damn it!
Yeah, basically.
But alright, I think that pretty much covers everything. Is there anything that I missed that anybody wants to talk about regarding April BTS or any of the polls? Since I guess we're gonna throw that in there. Nope.
Face
All right.
punching monkeys.
No, not really.
Oh god,
In
go
that
away.
case,
Except
okay.
that mobile forums probably should come anyways, because the forums are really annoying to use on a mobile device.
Okay, let's go ahead and say this right now. The forums are really annoying to use, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the whole way it's set up and everything, it's annoying.
It's not one of the better things, and I don't use them at all, pretty much, unless a JMod has made a thread and has linked it on Twitter, and then I like it enough to post. Like, yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, I think a lot of us tend to avoid the official forums. We just
get
go
all
about our
the-
business other places.
Yeah, we get all of the news about the forum derbs from Walter and a couple other people in chat. So
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think that pretty much covers everything. So this has been a significantly shorter podcast than what we're used to, and I'm glad for it.
This has been a significantly shorter BTS.
Yeah, this was a relatively short BTS with a lot of kind of I don't really care about that kind of stuff, especially the cabbage face punching. Like, I am legitimately interested in seeing how the Ashdale quest goes. I like the Elder Divination, but,
Yeah.
not every
I don't
BTS
know.
can
The
be March's
Ashdale quest
BTS.
looks like it'll be a different style.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much
If anything, I just want a really overly confusing psychological thriller quest.
Oh dear. Wasn't that one of a kind?
No, even more confusing.
Oh dear.
Like, we're talking Memento levels of confusing.
No, please.
Yes,
But-
please.
No. But anyways, so I hope you guys all enjoyed it and have enjoyed the spam of podcasting that we've done today / over the last 4 days whenever you're watching this. We hope you enjoyed the April Fool's podcast yesterday, or that was released yesterday, because that was a lot of fun to make and a lot of fun to come up with all of the silly ideas. Evolution
it was-
of Doors was a long time in the making.
If it ever sounded weird, it's because we could not stop ourselves from laughing when we muted our microphones.
Pretty much.
I'll go on record to say I never laughed during the entire thing.
Silly person. But
You
anyways,
can have a cookie.
yes, have a cookie.
Chaos cookies.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh god.
Again.
But it's
Again.
so late. But it's so late in the video. I can't put it up now.
Aw.
But yeah, so we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you. I don't know when the next one's going to be. Maybe
probably
after the
Shadow.
quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on how it goes.
Yeah.
Finished 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Could even be May BTS, but we'll see. It could be a light month for us. It probably will be a light month for us, but we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.